Hello there, everyone. So, welcome to my next Pokemon Unite character concept. Sorry, this one took me a while to finish. Like I said, if you don't already know, got sick for a little bit. Better now. And yeah, I've just had other things going on that prevented me from working on this, but here it is now. Also, I did have a little, switch up in plans. And that switch up made me actually decide to want to do more of these. So expect to see more character concepts because I have fun making them. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. So yeah, this is my second one. I'm going to try and make it a bit nicer, a bit better. I mean, I think I already succeeded in that somewhat. But please leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below and tell me what characters you might want me to see next. I already have what I'm doing next planned. I won't spoil that here, but I would love some feedback, love some ideas, because I will gladly take them. And if that's okay with you guys, I'll try and create the best character possible with that. So let's actually get into Dunsparce here. Dunsparce I designed as a physical melee speedster. So pretty much what that means is he is going to be running around, attacking physically, doing melee attack stuff. You know, nothing too weird with that name. So Dunsparce will also have a base chance for critical hits. That chance will be at level 5, 5%, level 9, 10%, and then at level 12, 15%. Obviously, level 5 means level 5 to level 8. 9 is level 9 to level 11. And then 12 is 12, and so on. Also, another factor that will be happening with Dunsparce here is Dunsparce will be taking recoil damage. Some of its moves will give it recoil damage. That means it will take some health of its own to do the attack, similar to Trevenant. Except it focuses less on doing that, and that's more of a side effect of some of its attacks. But Dunsparce will stop taking recoil damage at 10% or less. And also, even if it's between 10% or less, its attacks will still do full everything, all the effects, all the damage. Just no recoil damage for Dunsparce. So it actually does benefit from being at a lower health. Next, we have this stat overview for Dunsparce. Dunsparce, I wanted to make very supportive. I wanted to make a very supportive speedster. So Dunsparce will primarily be a speedster. It's going to run around. All of its moves are dashes or things that help it move faster around the map. But with that, I also gave it a lot of support moves to help set up plays for its team. Because the reason why you would pick Dunsparce is you're going to pick the character to get a nice early game lead, but instead of carry the team to the end, which it can still carry a little bit as the crit chance, it will have decent damage. Instead of being a main hard carry middle Pokemon, it will instead be more of a somewhat supportive jungler, or even you could just make it a pure support if you want, and try and get leads for its team, and then you get the advantage with it, and then it just terrorizes the map and just runs around and stuns things and uses all of its tools. So that's sort of how I wanted to design it. So I took the idea of instead going for an offensive mobility scoring character, which are most speedsters, to put more emphasis on the endurance and the support aspect of the character, giving it a bigger health pool, bigger defense pool, and also more abilities to help the team rather than do all the damage. Now here we have our next part. This part talks about the ability, the boosted attack, and Dunsparce's level 1 and level 3 moves. So Dunsparce's ability is Rattled. When Dunsparce's health gets lowered, its speed increases. Pretty simple, lower the health, higher the speed. There's certain increments where the speed will increase, being 100%, 67%, and 33%. So 100% is its base speed, so it won't really have any increased stats at that point, but that is in place of speed. If Dunsparce is between 67% and 33.1%, I guess you could say, whatever number you want to round down to, as close as 33%, but not hitting 33%, and between 67%. Once it hits that, it will gain a 10% speed increase. And then if it's 33% or lower, it will then gain another 10% increase, being 20% total, meaning it will move at 120% speed below 33% health. Also, the speed boost lasts for as long as Dunsparce is alive. If it gets defeated, starts back at 100 health. You can work that health back down again, but, it'll take maybe a little bit of time. The reason why I specifically wanted to have an ability that boosted speed is, like I said, I'm trying to make it a very fast character. But also I wanted to keep that support aspects. I want it to be in the front line, making the plays, taking the damage for the team. And then while it's taking that damage, it's gaining these effects, making it stronger, making it better, and leading to more plays being made by Dunsparce, while also still fully helping and supporting the team. The boosted attack is a pretty simple one. That's not really the big star of the show for Dunsparce, but I did want to try and make it a little unique. So every third and fourth attack becomes a boosted attack. Dunsparce will have 2 boosted attacks, one on the third, one on the fourth. On the third basic attack, Dunsparce slams its head on the ground, and that will just deal increased damage. Nothing too special. And then on the fourth basic attack, Dunsparce does a little tail swipe in front of it. And if it hits, it does slightly more damage and also has a higher range than its average basic attacks. The third basic attack will not have that increased range. It will just sort of be just your basic head slam, but it will do more damage than the fourth boosted attack. Fourth boosted attack is just more of a wider range, that does more damage. So like I said, nothing too special with those, just something unique, giving it 2 boosted attacks. Now we get into Dunsparce's real moves here. We have Mud Slap. Mud Slap is pretty simple. You can pick it at either level 1 or level 3. And what it does, Dunsparce will perform a little dash. Imagine Ninetales' Aurora Veil, the little jump it does. That's about the distance it will go. And then after the short dash, Dunsparce launches a cone of mud. Imagine Dratini's Dragon Breath, similar cone to that. And in that cone, it doesn't do much damage, but every enemy hit by the mud will miss their next attack on Dunsparce. So the next attack that is used, as long as it does not attack Dunsparce, it will hit. But if it's an attack targeted towards Dunsparce, whether it be, your big special, your Unite move, whatever the move is, it will miss. Next we have Takedown. Takedown, pretty simple. Dunsparce charges forward, and if the attack hits the target before the end of the dash, the charge will stop. And that deals damage to the enemy that was hit. And imagine Lucario's power-up punch to where, you could charge it and then it hits an enemy and then it stops at the enemy. This will be similar. You use the move, stops at the enemy once it hits. Also, one thing that will happen with this move is it will deal recoil damage back to Dunsparce if something was hit. So if no enemy was hit, no target was hit, no recoil damage is done. If something was hit, then Dunsparce will take 2% recoil damage. So last off, we got Dunsparce's final abilities and then its Unite move. So first of all, we have Double Edge. Double Edge will be one of the moves that will replace Takedown. And it will get that move at level 5. So what Double Edge does, Double Edge, pretty similar to Takedown, charges forward full speed, except this one is as long as Zeraor's Volt Switch. So when it does so, any enemy in the attack range of Dunsparce's Double Edge will get shoved in the direction of Dunsparce's attack, and imagine it's about the same shove as the Decidueye's Leaf Storm. Every enemy hit, Dunsparce will take 1.5% recoil damage, and then if an enemy is hit and displaced into a wall, they will also get stunned. So pretty much, imagine Mr. Mime's stun also, the confusion stun. Pushes you into a wall, you get stunned. Similar effect, except this one, Dunsparce will be charging straight towards you, and it can shove you into a wall. And then once you get shoved into a wall, once again, support abilities pretty much. You get stunned, and then your team can follow up on them, attack, and you can also attack on them. You could do massive damage on it. It's going to do decent damage as well. Enemies can get shoved, so you can shove them into your team. Your team can jump on them. It's going to have long range. It can go through walls. It's going to feel pretty nice. So Dunsparce, its Double Edge will be on a 7.5 second cooldown timer. And also, at level 10, it gets Double Edge Plus. So what Double Edge Plus does is enemies that are hit by the attack are displaced further, meaning they get pushed further back, which could allow for you pushing them further towards your team, or you pushing them further into a wall, all of that nice stuff. Makes a very good setup tool for your team, and just very useful all around. Next, we have Drill Run. Drill Run is the other move you could pick at level 5 instead of Takedown, and in place of Double Edge. So Dunsparce rushes head first with its head as a drill. Same range, about Zeraor's Volt Switch to Double Edge. So when hit, enemies are stuck until the attack finishes, meaning once they are hit the first time, they are hit every single consecutive hit. So the targets are pushed into a wall, or into wherever Dunsparce is going, and there will be 6 hits of the attack. Each one of them will have a boosted critical hit chance. So this attack will not go through walls, meaning when you use the move, if you hit a wall, the attacks will still go through, full damage still done, just you cannot move them more, so this can stun enemies into the wall, keep them pinned, and do lots of damage too, so pretty useful. And then also, if enemies are hit, you take 3% damage total as recoil. So once again, the recoil damage is there, pretty useful. You get Dunsparce slower health, leading to more speed potentially with its ability, and more plays that can be made. And that will be put on an 8-second cooldown. And then when you get Drill Run Plus at level 10, just like Double Edge Plus, and this attack makes you unstoppable while you use Drill Run. So if you could get stopped before, you can no longer get stopped now. Dunsparce's final moves are in place of Mud Slap. So Scale Shot is the first one. What Scale Shot does is Dunsparce shoots around itself some scales, similar to Wigglytuff's Sing Range. And these are low damaging spikes, so they aren't going to do too much, but they will still hurt a little bit. After firing, Dunsparce's defense is lowered by 5%, and then its speed rises by 5%. So it's a little cost to use it, but once again, you take more damage, and then you can gain more speed. And also, this move gives you more speed also, so that's pretty useful too. So then you can catch up to more enemies, and then you can combo them with, your Double Edge or your Drill Run, push them back into teams, stun them into a wall, and just continue to make plays from there. Now let's say the enemy is too fast for you, and you cannot catch up to them with this 5% speed increase. Well, after the first use, you can use it again within 4 seconds of your first use and up to 3 times. So if you use it once, within 4 seconds, you can use it again. And then you also will lose another 5% defense and gain 5% speed. And then you can use it a third time after that and gain 15% speed and lose 15% defense. So what this allows you to do is it allows Dunsparce to stay able to catch up to the enemies, and after 4 seconds the speed will go away and the defense drop will also go away, and then everything's all back to normal. And you could do that every 7 seconds after the first 4-second cooldown. So it's like the 4-second cooldown will go, and then you have another 3 seconds afterwards, I guess. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but something like that. You guys can leave me your thoughts in the comments. Then we have Scale Shot Plus. What Scale Shot Plus does, spikes will do more damage, and also they will have a bigger fire range, so you will be able to do more damage and hurt more things. Pretty simple, nothing too weird. Also, Dunsparce gets Scale Shot Plus at level 12. So Dunsparce's final attack is Glare, which it could also get at level 7 in place of Mud Slap, or instead of Scale Shot. So what Glare does, Dunsparce does a small little dash, and this dash is about the same size as Greninja's Smokescreen. While dashing, Dunsparce does a short distance paralysis shot. This paralysis shot is about the same distance as its dash, meaning it's about the same distance as Greninja Smokescreen. And by the same distance as Greninja Smokescreen, I mean, you know, the little dash Greninja does while it's using Smokescreen before it's invisible. So if a target is hit, they are stunned. The stun is 1 second, and it's on a 9-second cooldown. So every 9 seconds, you can do a little dash, do a little short stun in front of you, hit something, they're stunned. There you go. Pretty simple on how this applies to the rest of, you know, its kit here. You stun something, you get in front of it, you push it back. You could push it into a wall. You could just push it anywhere you want and have a fun time with it. And then the little dash beforehand is just to help you, you know, get over those walls, help you catch more enemies, and feel pretty good about yourself when you successfully do it. And then Glare Plus, pretty simple too. You get it at level 12. Cooldown shortened down to 7.5 seconds. So instead of having to wait 9 seconds, at level 12 you can now wait 7.5 seconds and stun something for 1 second. And perform a nice little dash. Our final attack here is its Unite move. It is called Dash or Dunk, and it gets it at level 9. So what Dash or Dunk does is Dunsparce gets the choice of 2 moves. The move it gets will depend on whichever button it clicks next after clicking the Unite move button. And that would be either your R button or your ZR button if you're using a regular controller like I am. If not, then I assume it's just whichever one you click if you're playing on a mobile device, something like that. You have 10 seconds to use it anyway. So, within 10 seconds of clicking the button, you will get your choice of which attack you want. The first one is a strong dash, and that will be if you click the double edge or drill run button. And what that does is it will push all enemies with Dunsparce for a pretty long range, similar to Talonflame's special. And then the other one is just a simple body slam. You jump, you can jump pretty far, knocks all enemies up in the air. This is practically Greedent's special. And then it can do that every 100 seconds. So pretty much these would be more like watered down versions of their specials. They wouldn't do as much damage, I guess. You know, they don't really do too much damage to begin with. But they would be pretty simple, nothing too different there. The main fact that comes with it that makes it unique is the fact you can pick which one of the 2 you want. So depending on the scenario, let's say they're all grouped up together, you can jump on them. If they're all spread out more, you can maybe push one into your team and attack them. So it's pretty simple. You could do that every 100 seconds. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's all I got for you for this character concept. hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you're excited for some more coming in the future. I want to make more of these. Hopefully you want to see more of them, because I would love to do more. So, thank you once again. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave me your thoughts on Dunsparce and any other characters you might want to see in the future. So, thank you once again. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.